What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Chris and Ralph Productions. As always, I am Chris, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, we have gotten a abundance of set images over in Ohio for James Gunn's Superman. We've gotten a brand new image of David Corenswet as Superman himself, um, some destruction on the set, the Daily Planet, and I just want to get into those images. So let's not waste any more time. And let's go ahead and get into the biggest part of this, of these images. And that is these two. It is a news clipping of the Daily Planet and the Metropolis Eagle. And if you look closely, I'm going to zoom into those images right now. Superman stops MTA rail from running off the tracks, and Superman saves 20 after downtown building collapse. The article on the left by the Daily Planet, it is written by Clark Kent himself. I would do the same if I was Superman. I'd write the best stories on myself. But let's zoom into these pictures. On the left, it is David Corenswet doing the Superman pose. As you see behind him, he uses ice breath. He has the trunks, which we've known since the original image, month or two ago. But this is the first time we see him standing. The belt is yellow, which I love. And I think it's going to translate beautifully on the big screen. And on the right, you see him stopping a train that is derailing. He leans in, he puts that shoulder into the train, and that looks badass. So, a couple of things I wanted to get into. The suit itself. I love it. People were, saying like, "Oh, it doesn't look, it's grainy, it looks dark, the suit's too dark." It's a cell phone image of a news clipping on set of, I'm sure these images aren't rendered to the full capacity because these are just images that are just going to be whenever, let's say, Clark and Lois or Jimmy, whoever, whenever they're walking down the sidewalk in Metropolis, they're probably going to see this image and they're going to be like, okay, cool. They're going to see it and they're going to acknowledge it and they're going to move on. There's no need to be like, oh my God, this looks like full details. And second, no, that's pretty much all. Um, I love the suit. I dig it a lot. And if you notice, it's not just it's trunks, but it's like briefs in a way. People were like, "Oh, I wanted the legit underwear cut where it was like higher up." I dig it. I like this. I like the underwear. The no underwear looks dope as well, but this is what they went with and I'm here for it. Um and he has the curl as you see right there on the left. I can't wait for them for James Gunn to show him in suit in action on set. It's gonna be badass. So the other big part of these images is the Daily Planet itself. The Daily Planet, they put up the globe in the front of the entrance as well. They physically haven't put it up, but we can only imagine that there's going to be a Daily Planet globe on the top of the building. This is over there in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know the name of the building. I do apologize. But this is the entrance of the Daily Planet that they're going to be using. And this is a shot of the inside of that particular building. And I think it just has a beautiful deco art, beautiful decal or, decor. And, I think James is going to be going for a modern or a futuristic vintage retro type of feel where it at times it may not feel it won't feel dated, that the location that you're in is going to feel modern and like updated, but it's still going to have that beautiful deco art style. I think it's going to look awesome. Next we have, so the next group of images, it's Metropolis itself. Right here on the left are Meteors, established 1973 fan club. This is a sports shop, and I'm gonna go out on a limb. Labard's gonna be there. I'm off a hunch. I don't know why. Obviously, because he's the head sports writer over at the Daily Planet. And on the right is a greetings from Metropolis gift shop. Um, love the text. I love the vibe that they're going for. They're pumping life into this Metropolis. Um, And the past iteration that we had, it just kind of looked like a modern city with not much decor, not much imagination pumped into it. You know, we're going into Metropolis. Metropolis is not a real city. So for them to do this type of signs and, you know, uh, front shops, front of the shops, I forget the correct term, but I like this. Next, we have a Vamicon imagery. Beautiful text as well, very mid-century esque. And on the right, it is the wounded duck. So, from what people have been saying, I did not know this. As you see, I have a variety of DC comics behind me, some Marvel. I read mainly DC. I didn't even know this. The wounded duck is owned by another DC superhero, and I'm gonna say it right now. From what the streets have been saying, it's Tim Drake. We all know we're going to get Robin in the DCU for Batman Brave and the Bold, but to know that we're going to be getting Tim Drake, that's pretty cool. And if we get Tim Drake, of course, we're going to need Barbs. We're going to need, are they going to go with the Oracle version or they're just going to go with Barbara? We shall see. Right here, Metropolis is under attack, and who better to protect it than the Justice League? You have Superman, Terrific, Garner, Hot Girl, Metamorpho. This is the image is taken, of course, of the set. There's a bunch of rubble. If you look on the left, there's our army truck, so the army's gonna get involved. On the right, more rubble. They're obviously setting up a scene. So this is another image that was taken from the set, and it's Mr. Terrific's. What it could possibly be a terrific ship that he's going to be using to travel. One of his high tech machineries that he could use to travel around. And the main reason I put the Superman logo over the main thing I wanted to show. Oh, you can see it on the top right. The T. It looks like a shape like a T. Maybe it could be something that Mr. Terrific is going to use, or it could be something that the production is going to use to just shoot. And I don't know. I don't know. I've never been on a set. I can only go off of the assumption of what the T stands for. And there's only one person in this movie that bases everything off of a T, and that's Mr. Terrific. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Some more Metropolis decor. Right here on the left, we see the Daily Planet banner, and on the right, we see the city of Metropolis established in 1645. And if I'm not mistaken, there was another image I forgot to pull. I do apologize. That it was the state of Delaware, their flag. So looks like Metropolis is going to be based in Delaware. It's a great assumption, a great look because in the comics there's obviously many iterations of where people believe Metropolis is at, but in James Gunn's DCU it's in Delaware. So that's pretty cool. Furthermore, this is a cool little thing that people have noticed, and I like him. Frank Quitely. If you see right here, where is it? Lost Kingdom Come. All Star Superman. You can't really see it. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Frank Quitely is the artist for All Star Superman. And if you see on the left, Quitely and Sons Electronics. What I love is the sign. I think they're gonna go for this beautiful neon sign, and neon is synonymous with anything pretty much Batman related. The Tim Burton verse, a lot of it has a lot of neon. So for them to be implementing neon in the Superman movie, I love. And Frank Quitely, beautiful, beautiful artwork. This is probably one of his biggest success of things that he's drawn, and that is All Star Superman. So I thought that was a great little nod. Another nod is Kurt Swan tribute. No one, I haven't seen this online of anyone picking it up. I'm just going off a hunch and an assumption that this is a tribute to Kurt Swan. So Swan's Books, 712 North Reeves Avenue. If it's on Reeves Avenue, there's going to be a street called Reeves Avenue. That's a nod to Christopher Reeves. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume. But if you don't know who Kurt Swan is, he is one of the OG Superman artists. He wasn't on issue number 1, His first issue was number 6, I believe, maybe 5. I don't. I gotta double look or double check. But Kurt Swan, an OG Superman artist, a legend in the game. So for them, I'm assuming Swan's books. It's a tribute to Kurt Swan. Maybe it's not. I'm just, who knows. That's pretty cool. Some more Metropolis banners, the Metropolis Museum of Natural History, beautiful. The Public Library, Metropolis Public Library, nice. And on the right, we already saw this, but it's just a wider shot of the building, just to show that Metropolis has a bunch of community uh, stuff going on. Can't think. Next, we have James Gunn and Dairy Queen. So, if you're not familiar with Dairy Queen, it is a fast food restaurant here in America. I don't know if it's anywhere else in any other countries. Um, Here in Texas, we have an abundance of them. Dairy Queen serves amazing, amazing blizzards. The Oreo blizzard is my favorite. And for James Gunn in particular, this isn't the first time that he's had Dairy Queen on one of his sets. Excuse me. In Guardians Volume 2, Dairy Queen actually plays a significant part as a location in that movie. Ego plants his what's it called, the celestial plant, or like his plant to take over Earth behind Dairy Queen. Uh James Gunn's gonna have Dairy Queen here. Beautiful artwork, of course. For Guardians 2, I actually didn't remember this, but Ralph brought it up the other day that they had did a collab with Dairy Queen. They had cups with the characters on it. That'd be cool if they do that again. Next, Metropolis food. We have Sias Deli. Sias, who knows if that has anything to do with Cyborg? I don't think so. I don't know who knows. Charlie's Bakery. And on the right, the wound. This is an inside shot of the wounded duck. How did someone even get that? Did Now that I think about it, this is the inside shot of that building. Interesting. Okay. Some more Metropolis images. The McEvanies. I think there's a tie. No, not this one. Lacey's Arcade. Apparently, there's a tie to it. It was kind of far fetched. I could be in the wrong, of course. Of another DC character, I don't know. If you want to take a look and see if Lacey's Arcade has any tie to it, you're more than welcome to. I have no idea. And then right here, Metropolis Art and Culture Festival. Again, they're just so well versed, this community. This is a little nod to Lord Maxwell. Lord Maxwell is a villain in the DC comics. Um, Sean Gunn is going to be playing Lord Maxwell, and this image on the left of them, it's sort of a little hint to him. So we offer the largest selection of Lord Tech, Samsung, Quitley and Sons electronics products. Lord Tech, Lord Maxwell, Sean Gunn. Me personally, I don't think we'll get Lord Maxwell in this movie. If they have him in the movie, I'd like to assume they may have him like as you're passing by the storefront, he could be talking on the TV, kind of like what they did with Wonder Woman 84 at the beginning of that film, where they had Pedro Pascal talking on the TV and they passed by the storefront and stuff. Wonder Woman 84, very divided type of film. I'm not gonna get into that right now. So, Lord Maxwell, love to see the hints at their world building. And the last thing I wanted to get into is Star-Lord visits Superman. This was actually earlier of the this past week. As you see Chris Pratt hunched over and he's looking right at that monitor. James Gunn with his arms crossed and he's locked in as well. And if you look in the back, the very back, inside the tent, it looks like we have a Lombard. But that's pretty cool. The reason why I just wanted to share this, I think it's nice to have, you know, James Gunn's his people would be Chris Pratt, all of them be on set just to visit. Obviously, there's been so many fan casts of him to be Booster Gold. I don't know what they'll do with that. I prefer. At first I was like, yeah, I think Chris Pratt he would be a great Booster Gold, but I'd like Booster Gold to be a little younger because Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, you want them to be best friends and it kind of be weird to have Joel Manganiello, who's like what 21, 22, and then you have Chris Pratt, who just I think turned 45 or something like that, 44 recently. For them to be best buds, it wouldn't match up. But maybe we'll have Chris Pratt in another role in DC. We shall see. All right, guys. So my question to you is, do you enjoy these images of the set over there in Cleveland? Do you enjoy the look of what they're going for Metropolis? I love the Daily Planet. Do you love the Daily Planet? And what do you think of the images of the new images of David Corenswet as Superman doing the Superman pose? So, guys, let me know down below what you think of these images. Please comment. I love to read your comments. As always, guys, I'm Chris. I'll catch you next time. Peace.